Today we will talk about our topic entitled Ice Baby and Ophtha case presentation. Let's start with the general data. Our patient is MS, a 62 years old female from San Juan City, born on November 11, 1956. Her religion is Roman Catholic and she is a natural-born Filipino. For chief complaint, her dental chief complaint was, my old dentures are broken. And her medical chief complaint was, my eyes are always watery and sometimes I feel dizzy. History of present illness in dental, 2007, she had her first denture. 2 years prior to consultation to UARM, her dentures were fractured due to eating hard food. In medical, 1 year prior to consultation at UARM, patient experienced excessive tearing or epiphora of the right. She also experienced hyperemia of the right eye, which the patient uses running water, which relieves the symptom. She also noted dizziness, which was relieved by rest. 1 day prior to consultation, her symptoms persisted. She sought consult with a private physician at Cainta. She had an undergo diagnosis and recommended laboratory. She was advised to seek consult to Ophtha for choice health result. Positive to nearsightedness and positive to tearing of the eye. Next is the past dental history. 12 years ago, 2007, patient had multiple tooth extraction. She also had a complete denture fabricated. Past medical history. Patient had complete immunization at childhood. She had never been hospitalized. She had reading glasses. And for the personal and social history, her diet was normal. With lots of fruits, she has a sedentary lifestyle. She doesn't drink alcohol, she is a non-smoker, and she has 2 children. Next is the review of system. In general, no complication. For skin, everything is normal. For head, normal. Neck, normal. Breast, normal. Respiratory, normal. Cardiovascular, normal. Gastrointestinal, normal. Urinary, normal. Genital, normal. Peripheral vascular, normal. Muscles, bones, History of present illness in dental, 2007, she had her first denture. 2 years prior to consultation to UARM, her dentures were fractured due to eating hard food. In medical, 1 year prior to consultation at UARM, patient experienced excessive tearing or epiphora of the right. She also experienced hyperemia of the right eye, which the patient uses running water, which relieves the symptom. She also noted dizziness, which was relieved by rest. 1 day prior to consultation, her symptoms persisted. She sought consult with a private physician at Cainta. She had an undergo diagnosis and recommended laboratory. She was advised to seek consult to Ophtha for choice health result. Positive to nearsightedness and positive to tearing of the eye. Next is the past dental history. 12 years ago, 2007, patient had multiple tooth extraction. She also had a complete denture fabricated. Past medical history. Patient had complete immunization at childhood. She had never been hospitalized. She had reading glasses. And for the personal and social history, her diet was normal. With lots of fruits, she has a sedentary lifestyle. She doesn't drink alcohol, she is a non-smoker, and she has 2 children. Next is the review of system. In general, no complication. For skin, everything is normal. For head, normal. Neck, normal. Breast, normal. Respiratory, normal. Cardiovascular, normal. Gastrointestinal, normal. Urinary, normal. Genital, normal. Peripheral vascular, normal. Muscles, bones, joints, and legs are normal. Psychiatric and neurologic are normal. Hematologic, normal. Endocrine, normal.
The objective for the dental general appraisal, the patient was calm and well-dressed and properly groomed. There are no signs of distress noted. For the medical general appraisal, patient is awake, alert, oriented to person, place, and time. She is well responsive and talks in an orderly manner. She was able to follow commands without any difficulty. She behaves properly, able to ambulate without any assistance needed. Patient is well dressed for the weather and properly groomed. There are no signs of distress noted. For the vital signs, her temperature was 36.5 degrees Celsius. The pulse rate was 85 beats per minute. Her respiratory rate was 18 breaths per minute, and the blood pressure taken was 130 over 80 millimeters of mercury. For the anthropometric measurements, her weight was 55 kilograms, height 152 centimeters, and her BMI was normal, which is 23.6. For the physical examination, everything is normal for skin and head. For eyes, she has nearsightedness and the rest are normal. Ears are normal. Under nose and sinuses, no signs of complications. For throat, everything is normal. Here is the dental chart of the patient. For extraoral examination, the face is symmetrical. There is a clicking sound on the TMJ. No swelling. Lymph nodes were not palpable. Her facial profile is straight. For the intraoral examination, everything is normal except for the tongue, it is coated. For the neck, normal. Thorax and lungs, normal. Cardiovascular, normal. Breast and abdomen were normal. Genitalia and rectal are normal. Extremities and musculoskeletal are normal. No complications on urology. For the assessment, dental diagnosis, a dentulous ridge. Medical diagnosis, nasolacrimal duct obstruction. For the diagnostic plan for dental, panoramic x-ray, dental chart, study cast, intraoral photographs, and extraoral photographs. And for the medical, ophthalmologic exam, visual acuity test, pinhole test, ophthalmoscope exam, and fluorescein staining. For the pharmacologic treatment plan, in medical, Lacrefresh eye drops for dry eyes. Non-pharmacologic treatment plan in dental, oral prophylaxis, fabrication of complete dentures, and report. In medical, warm compress, lacrimal apparatus, irrigation, and the cryocystorhinostomy. Our journal is about nasolacrimal duct obstruction secondary to ectopic teeth by Alexandresis G. et al. Ophthalmology 2000. Researchers' objective: to describe two patients with nasolacrimal duct obstruction caused by ectopic tooth eruption. For the methodology, a 3-year-old girl with epiphoria and recurrent dacryocystitis on the right eye. Previous medical and surgical management was unsuccessful, and a 32-year-old female with long history of right eye discomfort and epiphoria. Previous examinations and workup were negative. For the intervention, a computed tomographic scan of the orbits and sinuses was performed in both patients. The ectopic teeth were surgically removed. For the results, in the first patient, CT imaging disclosed two teeth within the right inferior meatus compressing the nasolacrimal duct. In the second patient, CT revealed a large dental structure in the maxillary sinus compressing the nasolacrimal duct. Endoscopic tooth extraction and nasolacrimal duct probing in the first patient and surgical removal of the dental structure in the second patient effected completely resolution of symptoms. Both patients were symptom-free at the last follow-up. For the conclusion, these cases suggest that ectopic eruption of teeth should be added to the differential diagnosis of NLDO. Surgical removal of the ectopic teeth compressing the nasolacrimal duct results in resolution of the lacrimal drainage.